This is Alan Olson with Crazy Tax Deductions, where we talk about the deductions that people put on their return and actually got away with it. First one I want to talk about is the parent who put his child in clarinet lessons and told the IRS that the lessons were deductible on the basis that the child's overbite would be corrected by playing the clarinet. The IRS listened to this argument as given to them by the taxpayer's parents, and the IRS agreed that the deduction should be allowed. And did you hear about the guy that took his Amish buggy in the community in which he lived and tricked it out? Put on special velvet interiors, special headlights, the whole works. He had the neatest buggy in town. He brought his clients out in the Amish buggy and told the IRS that because he was using it for business purpose, it should be allowed as a deduction. And guess what? The IRS agreed. Next time you're out there looking for an Amish buggy, make sure you pimp it out really good before you put all your business expenses into that. Now, depreciation is a common deduction in business for riding on things like buildings, automobiles, and other business assets. But have you ever thought about animals? Well, there was a guy down in Florida. See, he was in the business of breeding ostriches. And he told the IRS that because he was using his ostrich in the breeding program, that he should be able to write the cost of his animal off. Guess what? The IRS agreed. Ostriches used in the business for breeding in making more ostriches should be allowed as a depreciation expense. How's that for birds of another feather? And did you hear about the professional bodybuilder that had to go out and buy all sorts of body oil to slather all over his body, making his muscles just glisten in the light as he went in the competition? He told the IRS that because he had to use so much body oil that it should be deductible on his return. And guess what? The IRS agreed. Body oil can be a deduction in the case where you're a professional body builder. Babysitting fees. Now, all of us with kids, from time to time, we want to get out of the house. We need to hire a babysitter to watch the kids while we're away. Well, what if, when we're going out of the house, we're going to do charitable work at the local community park? Or down at the church being the homeless shelter? Or going out with the scouts? Well, this family had a babysitter hired, and they told the IRS because they needed to have a babysitter in order to do their charitable work, they felt that it was a cost associated with charitable work that should be allowed as a deduction. In this case, the IRS agreed. Babysitting fees were deductible when connected with charitable work.
Learn more at groco.com.